Hey there, hello. This is Thursday, it's not Friday, so technically it's not a weekend video, but welcome to the weekend video. As I said, I will be off at a wedding tomorrow, so this is my chance to do the video. And for some reason I decided to show my face again. I don't know why I did that, but here I am. Happy Christmas, everybody. Okay, let's just get right into it because there's no point in chit-chatting. Well, there's always a point in chit-chatting, but if you let me start, if you start me chit-chatting, I'll never stop. Okay. We'll start with euro dollar as usual. Here's the 4-hour chart, and nothing's really changed over the last couple of weeks. We extended wave 2, the possibilities for wave 2. We did break out to a slight, very slight new high this week, but or was that this week? Sorry, last Thursday, Friday, which did break the previous high. So technically, it would count as a completed three-wave pattern, ABC. The move off that high hasn't been very decisive yet, so we'll have to just wait and see on that front. So tentatively, you could say that we have a three-wave pattern in place, but we've just no confirmation of a turn down yet. So I'm kind of allowing for this C wave here to possibly move to another higher high. So let's get into high. Let's get into that C wave here. So you can see that we've got that was a good 5-wave pattern completed off that low there at wave B. So we've got 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 1, possibly. As a decent clear 3-wave pattern in wave 2. And here is where we run into trouble. We could have what I'm allowing for now is that we have an ongoing third wave to the upside. So this could be a triangle within the third wave. We could be talking about maybe 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, E, possibly into this morning's low. It's a long shot, but no, I'm not convinced by it either. It could still be an extending third wave up, so we can allow for that. I think if we get the only nail in the coffin, or the nail in the coffin will happen if we get a break below this second wave here. So that'll be 110.38. So we'd watch for 110.38 and see what's going to develop around there. This could also be a combination wave, so this could be like a double 3 or something that's working out here. So this could be ABC of A, then we could be getting some sort of a B wave here, and then move up in wave C of C. So there are a few options still left to the upside, but we don't want the door to close completely by, let's say, breaking below that 110.38 level. Okay, let's move on to cable. We were looking for that 5th wave up. We got the 5th wave up. We were looking for a decline again. We got the decline. So, you got to be thankful for what you can get. That's a pretty decent and clear 5-wave pattern in wave C of green here. So you can see a nice 5, 1, 2, 3, nice triangle, pretty consistent triangle in wave 4, and then a nice 5-wave push higher into wave 5 with a nice, I've said nice too many times, with a sharp 5th wave of wave 5. So we got a little bit of a throw over there, and we moved sharply down this week again. So all is well, let's say, on the 4-hour chart. We've got a pretty reasonable A and B down into the August lows, and then 5 waves up in wave C. And we broke to a new high, so this is an expanding flat wave 2, and now we should be expecting a longer term move down in wave 3. Okay, let's get down into the hourly chart. Let's see how that's unfolding so far. We didn't quite reach the upper trend channel line there, but the move off that high has been sufficient to say that we probably have turned. You can see the fifth wave here has a nice 5-wave pattern in it. So wave 1, 2, 3, expanded flat wave 4, and then spike higher in wave 5. The move off that high has been, so far it's counted as 1, 2, 3 into today's lows. We've got a bit of support at the previous fourth wave here. I would have liked to see wave 3 push further down, possibly back to that 129.50 level again. But for now, the job here is to build a 5-wave pattern off to the downside off the recent high. So that's still underway. It's an ongoing project, let's say, but we should, a few more sessions, maybe 3 or 4 more sessions, should complete wave 1 and wave 2 to the downside. So we get an impulsive lower high at wave 2, and then that would open up an opportunity to the downside again. Okay, keep going. Dollar yen. Dollar yen is a little bit confounding at the moment. We have this long-term triangle here in wave E. Oh, sorry, in wave B. You can see wave B there. So we've got a 5-wave contraction triangle in wave B. The question remains: is wave D complete, and are we moving right now within wave E, or will wave D create another high? We haven't quite got there yet, but it's definitely on the cards given the kind of corrective action that we're experiencing at the moment. So let's see. Let's get into the hourly chart here and see where wave E will take us. Or before I move off, I expect finally the low of wave E should come in about 106.50. So this previous wave B here should offer some good support to wave E. So 106.50 and then move off higher into wave C. Okay, so there's so far here's the D wave high, and that comes in at 109.72. So that's acting as short-term resistance at the moment. Off that high, we have possible 3 waves down in A, maybe an A, triangle B, C wave up in wave B, and maybe we're starting lower into wave C. I do like the idea that we could move this. If we get a sharper move down, then I would probably move to the larger alternate wave count. So that just moves up the wave count by 1 degree, basically. But wave C down, we should expect over the next while. It shouldn't take too long either. I mean, a couple of weeks, or if even a week of good downside action should complete wave C, and then we would either look for a bounce in a B wave or a bounce to begin the next leg up in dollar yen. Okay, so let's move on to stock market. Again, tracking this 5th wave high. I think we're damn close now. It's a very minor triangle that's unfolding right now over the last couple of sessions, and that should do it once we pop out of that triangle and head lower impulsively again. You can see here I've got the wave 1 equals 5 level that came in at 27.740, let's say. And on the lower degree chart, you have this 5th wave here. There's an interesting level also. So here's wave 5 in blue, and that wave 1 equals 5 came in at 28. Well, actually, it's 28.225. I think it came in at 28.20 or something like that. So we've hit the wave 1 equals 5 on both the 4-hour chart and on the hourly chart. We've got this 5th wave here has been kind of lurching higher over the last couple of weeks. It looks like we've got a 3rd wave extension within there. So we've got wave 1 and 2, and then wave 3 broke out into a 1, 2, 3 triangle 4, and then 5th wave. It seems to be a running flat 4th wave. I was counting this all as a triangle, but yeah, it's kind of it still works. I mean, you could count this whole move here as a triangle in wave 4. For the moment, I think this running flat probably works a bit better. You could have called these three waves up, so you could be A, B, C, D, E, and then move higher off that in wave 5 gray. But for the moment, I think running flat wave 4, possible smaller degree 1, 2, triangle wave, or sorry, rally wave 3, triangle wave 4, and one move higher in wave 5 would also work. So let's see if we get that move higher today. Today and tomorrow, most likely. I think somewhere up around 28,450, maybe 28,400. You wouldn't even have to go that high to complete wave 5. A break of 28,340 would do it. That would break the wave 3 high in around that 28,330 or something. And then you got 5 waves here in wave 5. So Christmas week was the low last year, turned out to be the low, which will be forever my chagrin. Christmas week may turn out to be the high this week, or this year. So it would be a nice mirror image or a flip side to what happened last year. Okay, so kind of hunting for a top again, but that's me in it. Let's get on to gold. I think we are approaching this a very important move in gold. I think the move will be pretty sharp to the upside. This move off the September high has been utterly and completely corrective. You can count it in two ways. It could be a three-wave move down in wave 4, or it could be a triangle move in wave 4. Either way, you can also count it at 1 degree lower, a fourth wave at 1 degree lower, but that depends now on how we see the action develop off this particular low. But I think we're safe enough to say that this is corrective and it should be retraced to the upside again. Let's get into the hourly chart. You can see this is the low at 1445 is counted as wave 4 right now. Ever since we've kind of been just grinding higher. So this triangle move also could be, A down in the triangle, A, B, well, it'd be some sort of A, B, C, B, A, B, C, D. It would probably grind sideways for another while. Either way, we should still continue to create kind of higher lows if that triangle is correct. If this wave count is correct, then we should begin to accelerate higher. Once these series of 1-2 waves kind of play out, we should burst into a third wave, and I think we'll clinch it completely if we break 1516 again. That's the previous B wave high here, and I think if we break that high, we should be at least, if not certain, most definitely it would confirm, let's say, the bullish outlook for now. Okay, so next week I still want to see these interim lows hold. So right now 1460, and we want to see a break, kind of continuation higher to fulfill a third wave up with the kind of, let's say, the key level at the moment, 1516 on the bullish side, and let's say 1545 on the bearish side. Okay. Crude oil still topping, still a second wave, I think, and we will most likely move lower over the next, well, along with stocks over the next 3 months anyway. We'll move lower down into a third wave before any major correction happens again to the upside. But this is a corrective move. We've had some false starts, but I think out of that recent low, we've had a completed 5-wave cycle again, so we shouldn't move lower again. Okay, so here's the 5-wave. It could be wave C of wave 2, so we're talking about wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th wave topping out right now. We've got 78.6 retracement there at the current level, so about 60, 70. And next week I am looking for, or over the completion of this week, looking for the initial move down into wave 1 and 2. So let's see how that pans out. over the next day or two. So crude oil, pretty hard negative at the moment. Okay, the S&P is a slightly different count than the Dow, but not a whole lot. In fact, given the changes that I've just made in the Dow, most likely we're probably coming into line with the S&P right now. Okay, so fifth wave of 5, and here is this final fifth wave. So you can see wave 1 and 2, an extended wave 3, running flat wave 4, and this count here in the S&P probably does count a little easier than the Dow because we've got a nice extension in the third wave there. Some possible 1, 2, 3, maybe a triangle fourth wave, with one final push higher up to about 32.20 or so to complete wave 5 gray. Again, the larger degree, 1 equals 5, that lies at 31.75, and we should see this initial impulse wave kind of complete around that level again. So push lower in wave 1, corrective lower high around 31.75 would do the job on this one. On the longer term, if we do break 30.70 again, I think that'll confirm it. I think that would do it in the larger wave 1 down. Okay, so next week, look for wave 1. I'm saying next week, but we still have the rest of Thursday and Friday to do, so this could happen before the end of the week as well. A pop to the upside in wave 5 to complete wave 5, and then wave 1 down to begin. Okay, that's the S&P. And now we'll get on to silver, which I like the count in silver a little bit better. 3 waves into a low. So that was 3 down in A, 3 up in B, and then 5 waves down in wave C of 4. Or again at 1 degree lower, wave 4. There is also another way that you could count this as wave 1 and wave 2, so with a large third degree up. So I think I'm being conservative at the moment, to be honest. Okay, so we are looking at a fourth wave complete with a small impulse wave off that low now beginning, or now more or less complete. The pattern has kind of revealed itself a little over the last few days. So we have wave 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 3 of 1. Triangle move in that pinch here over the last few days. So that's probably a triangle fourth wave within wave 1, and then it's a tiny little blip up to a new high to complete wave 1. An ABC off that, maybe. It depends on how today's action unfolds. But I think we're looking pretty good for silver, and we should see a hold of 30 or 16.52 at the recent low, and we should turn higher into a third wave next week. This will all match quite nicely with a turn down in the stock market as well. So wave 1 down in stocks coinciding with wave 1 up in the precious metals. That'd be good. That would certainly fit the picture. Okay, so we'll go on to bonds. Bonds moving lower this week. We still have an alternate count that may account for this new low, but the early trading, the futures is moving lower today. So we would expect the bond market itself to open lower this morning once that comes in. With possibly wave 1 down done at the recent lows, and then an ABC move off that low in wave 2. So the alternate count would call that wave A up, wave A of 2, and then wave B of 2, kind of tracing out right now, and then wave C of 2 would be expected again. That alternate count is kind of losing its appeal right now, especially with the continuation lower that we're seeing over the last couple of days. So are we moving down into a large third wave? So that would be wave 3 of 3. And if that were the case, also coinciding with a stock market top, that would be good as well. Most often we have seen of late that a turn down in stocks leads to a rally in bonds. Let's see, we might get something different this time around, which would be pretty interesting, I think. Would point to something more fundamental happening. Okay, so maybe wave 3 of 3 down over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, we won't have the interim Christmas period, and which I'm taking a couple of days off myself, but I should be back next week anyway. Maybe a Monday and a Friday update. I think that would probably suit, given everybody's going to be pretty much switched off, including myself. Okay, so have a great Christmas period. God bless you all. Thanks so much for being with me and watching the videos, and doing all that you do. And it's Thursday. I won't be around Friday, so we'll see you back on the nightly updates again on Monday for the Christmas week. And have a great weekend. Have a lovely day on Thursday. Wish you all the best of luck for the weekend. Bye bye. God bless. Happy Christmas.